Well, hello everyone. This is Scott. We're on days 30 and 31, which were somewhat unexpected. We weren't quite sure how it was going to work um, in terms of our schedule. We had, as I think I've explained to you before, we'd originally scheduled 31 days and have 3 rest days, and we in fact had 0 rest days and did it in 29 days. So that left us with 5 additional days to um, account for. And I decided a few videos ago, as you recall, that I was going to go all the way to Finisterre, and that's all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. It's an additional 3 days walk. Um, It'll extend the trip from 483 miles to about 540. Uh, as of tonight, I'm in a town called Negrera, and I'm about at 496 miles or so, 7 miles. So sometime tomorrow morning, after about an hour, hour and a half of walking, I will reach the 500-mile mark, and I'll be sure and take a picture so that I can commemorate 500 miles walking. Last time I spoke to you, we were in a town called Arca. The That was the site that was 12 and a half miles from Santiago, which was the completion of the Camino de Santiago. And then at that point in time, I was going to spend one more additional night. Mike and Bill are going to um, check into ways they might be able to get home earlier. I know where Bill stands. I don't quite know where Mike stands on terms of changing his flights. Uh, but we went into Santiago. I posted a few pictures. It was a great deal of fun, and ran into multiple people who we had ran into on the Camino who were getting in on the same day. There was a lot of hugging and excitement. Unfortunately, it was also the rainiest day. The other 2 days that we broke out the rain gear, it was, I mean, at best, it was a mist. It was not, nothing would have been ruined if we hadn't busted out the rain gear. In both cases, the prediction was much worse than what ended up happening. Yesterday, though, man, the prediction was about right, and it came down on us hard. I was telling Bill and Mike that God is not going to make it easy on us to come into Santiago, because it was raining sideways, the wind was blowing. We had full gear on, but were soaked. It was an extremely difficult day. But when we got to Santiago, it seemed to let up a bit. Not all day long, even in the evening. Yesterday, it was there was points that it was raining, um, but it was still fine. We had a great entry. um, Went to mass at 12 and went to mass at 7:30. Uh, Bill was able to actually officiate. He was not the lead priest at the 12 and the 7:30, but he was a priest that was aiding the lead priest in the execution of Mass. And so it was really exciting to see him up on the high altar area, and doing prayers and doing readings, and it was really an exciting time for him, I'm sure, and for Mike and I just to know him. And I got a couple of pictures. We were forbidden from using cameras, but I was able to get a couple of snaps without being caught and thrown out. So it was all good. We went to the Compostela office and we received our certificate for completing the Camino de Santiago. I will get a second certificate in Finisterre to completing the Camino de Finisterre, and so I will be bringing home two certificates, which is quite exciting for me. So this morning I said goodbye to my traveling companions, and it was a bit sad. Of course, I didn't shed a tear. That would not be me. But did feel some level of sadness as I hugged Bill goodbye. Mike actually slept in, and I wasn't able to say goodbye to him in person, but I called him a little later in the morning to say goodbye. Bill caught a train to Viga this morning, and they were able to get his flight changed, where he was flying out of Viga to Madrid to Gatwick, London Gatwick, and then he was going to spend the night there and then fly home tomorrow. So Bill's on his way home, and I've spoke with Mike a couple of times today or texted with him, and he's in Santiago meeting up with several more of our friends that we met along the way. And I know he's headed to Madrid tomorrow, but I'm not quite sure what all the plans are in terms of him getting home. So today I walked to Negrera. It was there was a big uphill hike. I missed my traveling companions, but there is something to be said for the solitude. I met a gentleman from Slovenia, Yuri, and he and I walked a lot of the day together. On one of the uphills, I kind of left him behind, but then after I stopped for a cup of coffee, he actually passed me and then caught up again, and he's staying here in the same albergue with me tonight. So all is good. I've got 2 more days of hiking, and I will be done. This is my next to the last video, so day 30 and 31, and today, 29 was the day we entered Santiago. Today was departing on the Camino de Finisterre, and then tomorrow I'll head on to Overia. I think is the name. Overia is the next stop. It's going to be a long day tomorrow, about 20 miles. It doesn't show rain right now, so I'm hoping. Didn't rain today, even though it showed that it was going to rain today. I did bust out the rain gear, but never really needed it. So there was we had a couple little tiny sprinkles, but nothing of any significance. And so who was I praying for, since I hadn't really planned on days 30, 31, and 32. I had to kind of think through, well, who was I going to pray for? And I say pray for is pray and thanks for. So I kind of picked out 2 groups today to pray for. Today, it's there's a group of ladies that make me smile. And so one of them is a lady named Sky, who is my lady at Starbucks. Matter of fact, I think in the time period that I've been gone, Sky she graduated from North Texas a while back, and as she said, she had to get a big girl job. So I think she's left Starbucks while I've gone, but she was always a joy in the morning. She made me laugh, and always was a jokester, loves hats, and I'm going to miss her, but she made me smile. The other two, well, one lady and then a group of ladies that always make me smile are the people that attend to me on my me day, which every 2 weeks I get a mani-pedi, which, Tanya, you're going to have a lot of fun with these when I get back. But Tanya Trink, who's my mani-pedi lady, and she's always extremely nice, has 3 great kids, and I get to occasionally see those kids when I go up and see her, and she's done great, and makes me happy, makes me feel good. So that's always a great thing. And Tanya, thank you for being there and being part of my life. The other one are all the lovely ladies at Sports Clips, who on the same day always make me look good. And I mean, this is hard to make me look good. So all the lovely ladies at Sports Clips, thank you for working on this. You're also going to have some work to do, given that it's been 4 weeks and 2 or 3 days since the last time I got a haircut. So it'll be good to see all you ladies. And anyway, to that group, I want to tell you I thank you for being in my life, and appreciate all that you do for me. And then the other group today that I thought about was all the people I met on the Camino. I think of Dave and Margaret from Ontario, Elaine from Vancouver, but originally Ireland, Ashley originally from Wisconsin, Packer fan. Not that I am, but she is, and now living in Washington. I think of Sasha, who was from, I can't remember, one of the ex-Soviet Union. Yuri today from Slovenia was fun to walk with. There was a group of Deckers that I met on day 1 from Kansas. It was fun kidding around with them. Tino from Spain, Will from Liverpool, Simon from Munich. I mean, I could go on forever and ever. It was just, you met people all along the way, and every one of them were on the Camino and loving being on the Camino. So thank you for being part of my Camino, to all those. Oh, I forgot about Lorna from Finland. So Lorna's actually gotten onto my website and sent me comments as I'm walking along. So Lorna from Finland, thanks for the comments. Tomorrow, it didn't take me long to figure this out. It was just you're kind of mad at yourself because you thought should have thought about this sooner. But to all the servicemen and women and first responders out there who sacrifice everything for us, they're always, running towards the issues, the fires, the earthquakes, the battles, the Twin Towers falling. They're running towards it as all the rest of us are running away. And thank you for protecting our freedom and making it a great life in America. So that's who I'm going to pray for tomorrow, and headed off to, I think it's called Oviria, something like that, long walk. And thank you all. I've gotten some 130 plus comments on my website, so feeling the love there, and thank you for all the comments on Facebook, etc. So talk to you in a couple of days with the last video on day 32. Thanks.